All right, the ugly side of real estate. Let me share this quick story time with you. Yesterday, I'm preparing. It's actually Saturday morning. It is 9:49. I gotta make this quick because I have a home buyers consultation at 10 a.m. So let me grab the form that I'm gonna be using while I start to tell you the story. Yesterday, I had some showings. And when I tell you this story, I'm gonna be saying some things without saying some things. And if you pick up on it, you'll pick up on it. And if you know, you know. We're in the South. I'm just gonna say that. And let me tell you about me. I am a person, my best friend says this, I err on the side of optimism, on the side of grace as much as I can. I give a lot of grace. Something may happen. Let me give you an example. This may be true, maybe not. So say there was some hangers, and we left 10 hangers. And 5 hangers are gone. She might be like, they stole those 5 hangers. I would say, no, nobody's really stealing hangers. They were just in a rush. They were busy. They grabbed up, their clothes and didn't realize their clothes were on our hangers. Like, that's the kind of grace that I give, right? So yesterday, showing a listing, and my clients really liked the property. So we went over time. So when we came out, I noticed as I was pulling off, I pulled off first, and then my client had to back up in the drive. Well, as I was pulling off, I noticed this car was coming towards me. But let me back up. So when I drove in the community, a car passed and put up their hand and waved. And that's kind of common in Georgia. So I waved back. So I was kind of expecting that, like, okay, this is that kind of neighborhood. And I was looking for this car that was approaching me to do the wave. And then I realized that has to be the seller. And I saw the woman and I saw kids in the car. And mind you, there were pictures inside the house. So I'm like, oh, that has to be the seller. So I pulled up and kind of pulled over and I was like, let me see if they turn in there. My clients had to back up into the driveway. So she stopped and then they pulled out and she pulled right in the driveway. Couple of things. One, as I passed her, there was a look on her face. It was no wave. It was a look on her face that I was like, I'm not gonna say a look of disgust. I'm going to say I could err on the side of grace and be like, maybe she just had a long day and we took long in the house. So maybe that's what it was. But it was not a friendly look. And I'm like, if you are selling your homes, most sellers are going to smile, wave. Most sellers are going to wait until we totally clear the scene until they pull up in the house. This person had the air of, hurry up and get the heck out. So I'm like, okay, is she upset that we took longer? Granted, we took longer because they really like the house. Is she upset because she had a long day? She got these kids in the car, we waiting. So is it that? But I don't know, something about it was just, I don't know if it's because the neighborhood that we were in, I'll just say that, because of me, because of what she saw in my clients. I hate to think that. But the look that was on her face when I passed her was not I'm a happy seller. I'm so glad you toured my house. I can't wait to get an offer. And I don't normally feel that way, and it sucks to feel that way. But that's what I got. And that does not happen often with me, or even with showing property, even working in the South. I know a lot happens. I'm not ignorant to that, but maybe because I don't live and look for that. I don't live in that space and I don't look for those instances. I'm sure it probably happens more often than I'm aware of, but I did text the agent and I said, please apologize to the seller because she passed us as we were leaving and she did not look happy. And we took longer with the showing because the clients really liked the house. The agent responded, I'll put her response here, and she was like, my seller's really nice, so I doubt that was her. And then I was like, okay, it must have been another agent. So I just blew it off. However, it wasn't another agent because this person had kids in the car. Yeah, I don't believe it was another agent, but hey, it may be, and maybe this is nothing, but this is just an encounter that feels very ugly side of real estate to me. I just finished my home buyers consultation and I remembered something. Another reason why I'm like, nah, that couldn't be why she looked like that. She couldn't have felt like that. Because they left their wedding rings on the counter for the showing. And I texted the agent and I was like, hey, it's just a suggestion to tell the buyers not to leave their jewelry out, their wedding rings out for showings. And the agent was like, yeah, I saw that and I forgot to tell them. And you might be saying that has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. But I'm just like, for you to leave your wedding rings out, you have to be some trusting, good, kind-hearted people. Am I wrong there? Am I thinking too far into it? But yeah, that's another part where I'm like, no, Grace, But then I'm just remembering the look on her face, but whatever. So I just wanted to share. And then one encounter my best friend had when she was looking for investment property, she really liked the house. But when I tell you, she was shaking. She wasn't shaking. She was pissed when she left that showing because she said the sellers were there during the showing and they were so nasty to her. They were so nasty. She said she really liked the house, but they were so nasty to her, there was no way she could put in an offer. And in this situation right here, the buyers like the house. Thankfully, there's a house that they like better, which I'm gonna follow up with them today and see, what they wanna do. But I'm not gonna lie, I had the concern. The house is already one day on the market. So I'm like, okay, they're probably gonna wait, see what showings they get over the weekend. The other concern I had, if the feeling that I got yesterday is true and people want to operate like that, I don't know that their offer would be accepted. It is what it is. So yeah, that's my short story. I got my buyer info sheet here. I'm about to get on Zoom and do my home buyer consultation, and we're going to keep it moving. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. This is the world we live in. It can happen, but I don't let it get me down. We keep it moving. If it's not going to be this house, it's going to be a next one. You encounter ugliness. Yeah, don't let it take you to that sunken place and live there and give that off. Yeah, they're not gonna get my piece. So hopefully I'm totally wrong, but I could just tell you what my gut felt. Okay, I hope you guys are doing well. I have 4 minutes now to get on my Zoom. I hope you're doing well. Don't forget to check out the podcast. If you have had any experiences like this, share it down below. I'm just curious. Like I said, I don't live in this space. I don't dwell in this space. You feel free to chime in. Don't forget to please purchase the book, The Ugly Side of Real Estate. Again, check out the podcast, check out my website. You can see what classes I have coming up. Check out my downloadable courses, my resources guides, all of that good stuff. Schedule a one-on-one with me. And yeah, let me get out of here. All right. Have a positive, peaceful, and productive day.